fingers, no fingers, no fingers, no fingers.
Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Nikki, the influencer, inside of the Boss Work Media Studio with Made for a Boss TV. How y'all doing today? Y'all tuned in? I told y'all 3 o'clock. We a little bit after 3, but that's okay because you can see if you don't catch it here, you can catch it on my platform on YouTube, Made for Boss TV. Make sure you follow, likes, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So today we have a big boss in the house that's been doing her thing for plenty of years around this city, Sacramento. Marlett, Miss Marlett, is here to tell us about what she has going on. That's tons of fun for the family. How you doing today, Miss Marlett?
Good. How you doing?
I'm
Thank
doing
you,
well.
Nikki.
Thanks for coming in. I see you got your I Love Mega Family Expo shirt on.
That's right.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us who you are, where you came from. You're a Sacramento native?
Pretty much. I pretty much was raised out here, but I was born in Dayton, Ohio.
Okay. And you moved out here and been doing your thing. You've been doing
Yes.
these events. I know I heard a lot about you used to do the hair events.
Yes.
The hair
That
battles.
Last year, yes.
Yes.
So this year we're focusing on Mega Family Expo.
Okay, Mega Family Expo. So tell us a little bit about the Mega Family Expo.
So Mega Family Expo, here's a flyer. I'm sure Nikki posted it as well. It's June 28th. It's an indoor event, free entry for all families, anyone that wants to attend. It's at the SCS Hall in Elk Grove, California. So if you guys know where Sky River Casino is directly across the freeway on the opposite side off of East Stockton Boulevard. So it's June 28th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the evening.
Okay. So tell us about how you got started with the Mega Family Expo.
So most of you guys, if you do know, I own Kiddie Club Preschool and Daycare Center. So we now have our second center, which just opened a couple months ago. So I created this event just to find a little more resources for families, come out, get services. Of course, a lot of my families, they didn't have life insurance, just basic needs. So I just wanted to create an event for families where they can come and get some of these services. So this year we'll have a lot more services for special needs. Of course, we have free arts, activities. Of course, we have our regular shopping vendors as well, food, stage entertainment. Our casting call is coming up. So that's kind of how I started. And this is our 6th annual. So I haven't been back since COVID. So I'm excited to finally come back. I didn't realize how much work it is. I'm tired.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. It's June 28th.
Definitely putting these shows together is a lot of work, but it's well worth it at the end, isn't it?
Yes, it
just to
is.
see that you brought all the people together and all the
Yes.
people out, and it's just kind of like giving back
Yes.
to the community that supported you.
Right?
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
We want to make sure we have everything for you when you come. So we'll have everything.
Yes. So the Mega Mega Family Expo, what makes this year's expo special or different from the previous years?
Okay. So this year we're at a totally different location. Um, I was trying to do it earlier in February, downtown at the convention center, but I want to make sure we continue to have free entry, free parking all day long. So that's
Hey.
why I went ahead and found a venue in Elk Grove, which we can't wait. So this is our first time here. It's two large rooms, which we like.
Okay.
Of course, we have our stage. We have an outdoor area as well. So, and we haven't been back since COVID. So, just want to bring it back for the families to have resources and just see how it's all going to turn out. So, like I said, lots of resources will be there. Of course, fun, entertainment, food, face painting, you name it, we'll try to have it out there. The best part of Mega Family Expo 2 is our stage entertainment. So,
Woo!
lots of free prizes. I know people are going through things this year, but lots of free prizes, lots of donations. So, I appreciate our sponsors. This is the first time I also tried to solicit sponsors, so I did get a couple.
Oh, that's
So
great.
that's a task, but we did do that. So, and then of course, it talks about our schools that we offer, our child care centers where we have open enrollment. And then, of course, later we'll talk about our new nonprofit that we have, Kitty Kids Clubhouse, as well, where we'll be providing free services for families that need it.
Okay, that sounds wonderful. So you've been doing this thing with the expo and you changed it to a new location so you
Yes.
can provide free parking, you guys, because most of the times when you have these free events, you have to still pay for parking. So guess what? She figured that out this year. So come and just enjoy yourself,
Yes.
right? Come enjoy yourself. Like you said, you don't need money to come out. That's the
No.
part
We'll
of it.
bring money to shop.
You will need money to shop.
Buy
But let me
food.
tell you, if you broke and you still want to be around fun and uplifting people and you don't have to have money to come to
That's
this
it.
event or park or watch the live entertainment. But if you
Right.
want to shop with the vendors, bring your
Yes.
wallet.
Yes.
Okay. What type of vendors are you going to be having?
So we have our basic, typical, we have real estate agents. We have a lot of schools out there, charter schools. Of course, we have our activity booths and games, which are completely free. We do have one
Okay.
activity that will be outside our main entryway, but she's charging minimal fee for that, which is like the hamster ball on the water. So everything else is pretty much free. Of course, you have to pay for your food, your beverages, things like that. But we have life insurance, like I said, schools. We have shopping vendors. We have special needs services. People are looking for resources, advocates to kind of
Yes.
help with school. I know summer it ends for a lot of schools on the 27th, and our event is June 28th. So
Okay.
it's a chance to come out and kick off your summer and come out to Mega Family Expo.
Yes, you guys come on out to Mega Family Expo. All right. And so, how does this event support our community?
Well, it supports, again, by providing free resources when you come
Yes.
out. So, like I said, like you mentioned before, if you don't have cash, you can come watch our stage entertainment. Everything is indoors, nice and cool, air conditioned. Like I said, 2 rooms. You guys can come. We'll have seating where you can come and sit and just enjoy yourself. Watch all the talent on stage. We have, a magician. We have games to win all these raffle prizes. Like I said, it's just a chance to go out and do something that's safe, clean, and fun for sure. So why not on a Saturday? Get your kids together, your family, carpool.
Yep.
Come on up there. It's from 11 to 5, so you have plenty of time. Come early, come late.
You heard her. It's
We'll be
safe
there.
and fun.
Yes.
You heard it first. Made for a Boss TV. So, can you share with us a success story from your previous expo?
So first expo, like I said, I didn't know who was gonna come. I said, let's just do it. Of course, trying to put these events together does cost money. So, but I was grateful, to fund it with our Kiddie Club, Daycare center fees if we had to. But what's successful about Mega Family Expos too is we pull a lot of clients. So a lot of families ended up calling our child care center and enrolling. So I thought that was a great way to network and reach the community, let them know we have these services at our child care center. And then eventually we have a child care center that's going to be 24 hours. So we'll be advertising that there. And like I said, there's other schools and other child care providers that will be at our school. We have Child Action, which is a resources. They help you find childcare if you can't find childcare as well. So, of course, Fortune School, like I said, we have, a lot. But the success is, seeing little children that started with Mega Family Expo, the first annual, and now they're all grown. I've been going to Sweet 16 birthday parties from children that were in our fashion shows that did TV media with us. But to see them grow up and also be successful, and then also willing to lend a hand to help us at our current Mega Family Expo as volunteers.
All right. So how can the families, the vendors, the sponsors get involved?
So MegaFamilyExpo.com. So just go on the website. You can also call our 1-800 number, which is 1-800-285-8786. But everything is pretty much done on our website at MegaFamilyExpo.com. So I think we have about 4 vendor booths left, which I'm great since we're almost at the end of our event. But you're more than welcome to still become a vendor. We take donations. If you have anything you want to provide as a raffle to provide to our families that are coming, we accept that as well. So, but yeah, that's how you get involved. MegaFamilyExpo.com.
That's how you guys get involved. You see it on the screen there. There's a flyer up there, a little bit of information on when it is, June 28th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mega Family Expo, y'all. Don't miss out on this. Don't miss out on just getting out the house, okay, and enjoying some fun with your people in the community, and it's for free. Yes. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. So the casting call. Mega Family Casting Call. What is the Mega Family Casting Call, and how does that tie into the expo?
So, of course, we like our stage entertainment to be local if we can. We have a lot of talent here in Sacramento and surrounding areas, so that's who we like to put on stage. Appropriate entertainment on stage. So we do have a casting this Saturday.
Okay.
And it's at our location, at my second childcare location. So you can go to megafamilyexpo.com, click under casting. You can apply there. We're looking for singers, dancers, families that have a group. It doesn't matter. It's always so good to see local talent and real talent, on stage. You don't have to be a professional. It also boosts confidence in young ones and adults, because we'll have adults come out and sing or do a little performance.
Do you sing, dance, design, or entertain?
Definitely.
Then we want
There's
you
the flyer.
at the Mega Family Got Talent Casting. Join us June 7th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. for a fun, exciting opportunity to show off your skills, shine on our stage at the Mega Family Expo. Bring a photo, your music, and your best energy. No experience needed. Just come as you are. Register now at megafamilyexpo.com. Tell a friend and come show us what you got.
All right, you guys. That is the Mega Family Expo. So she is looking for people. Come on out to the casting call. When is the casting call again?
The casting call is this Saturday from 11 to 1. And it's at our Kiddie Club location on 29th. Our new childcare location. So all the information is on megafamilyexpo.com. So not too far. And yeah, come check it out.
Okay, so with the casting call, who are you looking to cast? And what kind of talent are you hoping to find?
Anything. So we like singers, dancers, groups, performers, rappers. We have a young lady that's playing an instrument. Anything anyone would like to showcase. That's appropriate, of course, for families, because they will be our audience. This event is for all ages. So, yeah, whatever you have, come on and bring it. fill out on a casting form, let us know what it is. And, I'm also looking for a talent to bring when we do media. So if there's one that stands out when we're doing Good Day Sacramento or Channel 3, you might be able to come on that segment with us to let people know what to expect at Mega Family Expo.
Okay, that sounds great. So will there be any live auditions at this event?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you're not able to make it on Saturday, you can always apply online at megafamilyexpo.com. Click on casting. Just make sure you attach a video or a photo, and then we will get back to you and let you know. So, and then we'll add you in our lineup where it's appropriate.
All right, you guys. So if you don't make the casting call, which we hope you come out to the casting call, but if you missed the casting call and you know someone that missed the casting call, tell them they can still come to the Family Expo, the Mega Family Expo, and get a live audition to be in a part of that show. So what kind of opportunities can one find coming from the casting call?
So, once they come to the casting call, so once we kind of review what they have, we like it, we feel it's appropriate for our stage, we can slide them in, they're available, then we'll put them in the lineup. But it's a great way for exposure. Sometimes we have media coming that morning, or during the day. It's just a way to get yourself out there in the community, let them know that you're here.
Mm-hmm.
There's some hidden talents.
I say that all the time.
I have a lot of daycare babies, and sometimes they're singing, and I'm like, oh my God, you can sing.
Yeah, or some of them gonna be on the stage.
I don't know.
You don't know yet.
We tried that before with Hair Battle. We were going to do a little segment. They chickened out. So
did they?
Okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
yeah.
It's not their time, but this is why I like to always have this event. This is the 6th annual, so maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year, because if you keep inspiring the youth, they will definitely catch on, or at least joy watching everyone else jump on and be a part of it. So what inspired you to add this component to Mega Family, your brand?
Every event you go to, either they have a headliner or maybe a celebrity host or something. For me, I'm about community. So, I do childcare. I own childcare center. So I see a lot of talent starting early. So I thought this is the perfect way to bring local talent, if they're up to, have the courage for it, that they can come, audition, and then show their skills on stage. Why not?
Why not? Why not?
We might see them in a couple years. I know with Cast, we used to have some dancers from Cast Academy.
Okay.
The twins.
Okay.
And now they're out there doing their little big thing,
man,
now. So
yeah.
with Beyonce, all of that, Brandon, he brings his groups out. Their little dance crews. Sometimes, they're doing big things now. And I'm like, wait a minute, they were on our stage.
Look, another success story.
That's it.
Yes, because just motivating our youth to just even be on the stage, giving them platforms. That's why I do events too, just because there is a lot of hidden talent out here in the world, and just giving them platforms.
Yes.
Man, let's
and
give
it's
them platforms.
needed. Right now, there's a lot of crazy stuff happening right now. So you get a chance, you have something you want to do. Instead of sitting at home bored, you have a talent. Come on.
Man.
Try out.
Bring it. You're going to make it.
Right.
Just come on.
We don't discriminate. It doesn't matter. If you still have that courage to go on stage, we will still make it happen. So,
all right. So we're going to take a little commercial break, show your Mega Family Expo. Let me say that correct so y'all can Google it correctly. Mega Family Expo. I'm going to show that video, and then I'm going to show a few of our sponsors, and then we're going to come back on and talk about the Kiddie Club.
Okay.
All right, you guys.
Fun and totally unforgettable? It's Mega Family Expo time, your one-stop shop for all things family fun. Shop with cool vendors, win prizes, and let the kids and family explore games, crafts, and more. Oh, did we mention it's free admission and free parking? Yep, Saturday, June 28th at the SES Hall in Elk Grove. Bring the whole crew. Let's make some mega memories together. The Mega Family Expo, where fun lives.
Come on out to the Mega Family Expo, y'all. Don't miss it. We got another sponsor in the house I would like to showcase. Let me put them on here.
do, my answer is always the same. Whatever it takes to change a life for the better. My purpose is to serve humanity by every means necessary within my skill set, which includes insurance protection, debt settlement, retirement strategies, business strategies, and real estate. My mission is just go, don't stop. My MO is massive action, zero distraction. I am the connection.
All right, that's just one of our sponsors. We're going to put it on just another sponsor. I think we got a few more in the house. We have Roots Labs right here in Sacramento.
Well, folks, it's happened again. Another man caught in the fallout of false fatherhood. A woman has misidentified the father of her child. Shocking, we know. This preventable tragedy could have been avoided with, oh, I don't know, a condom? Or a quick visit to Roots Lab. But hey, consequences don't wait for DNA. Let's go ahead and roll that Are You My Daddy footage.
Mr. Benning, you are not the father. You are not the father.
Well, I be damned. I told you, you can't trust them. But you can trust Roots Lab. Schedule your appointment today, or pay for that maybe baby tomorrow.
Roots Lab, y'all. Roots Lab. And then we got Mac Block in the house too. Let's see if I got Mac Block's video here real quick. Yeah, right there.
Boss Work Entertainment. Let's get it. Made for a boss, made for a boss, made for a boss, yes, made for a boss, made for a boss, made for a boss, made for a boss, made for a boss. What you really gonna do? Waste your time and not receive these blessings? If you gonna stay stuck at the bottom and motivated, not learning your lessons.
Check out Mac Block, Mac Lab. You can find them on Facebook, Mac Block. All right, you guys. Show a few more of our sponsors. Thanks for watching. There's a few of our sponsors. If you would like to be a sponsor on Made for a Boss TV, tap in with your girl Nikki or send me your information to bossworkmediastudio@gmail.com. I'm only right now, I have a special, only $10 a month. You can get on my platform. I'll advertise you throughout all my shows. And I have a yearly special. That's only if you get on for the year, you get $100 for the year. That special is not going to be going pretty, it's going to be going pretty fast. It's not going to be here that long. But if you jump on, I'll advertise you all year long for only $100. So that's $20 off of the fee that's now. So you guys come on and support. Come out to the Mega Family Expo, right? Tell us again a little bit about when it's going on, that it's no cost. Just give us all the information.
Again, Mega Family Expo, June 28th. And it's at the SCS Hall in Elk Grove, California. So that's 10428 East Stockton Boulevard. It is right off of Grant Line Road and East Stockton Boulevard. So if you know where Sky River is, it's on the opposite side of the freeway. Really easy to find. It's the only building out there in that little area. Once you go on East Stockton Boulevard, like I said, free parking, free entry all day. The event is indoors, so we don't have to worry about heat. This weather in Sacramento, we don't know if it's up or down, hot or cold. So everything is indoors except for our hamster ball that is sponsored by one of our great sponsors. And then, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. So come on out, June 28th, 2025.
All right, come on out, June 28th, 2025, Mega Family Expo. So we're going to jump right over to your business during the day. You are an entrepreneur out here in these streets. You have Kiddie Club Daycare. So tell us a little bit about your journey and how you started with the Kiddie Club Daycare and what it provides to our community.
Yeah, so I've been an educator for a very long time. So Kiddie Club started, so I was working at a facility. Well, when I had my children, I did home daycare. So my mom started with home daycare. Let me go back, all the way back. And I used to help her all the time. So from that point, I knew that's where I wanted to go to school for and become an educator, which I did. And then I worked in the school systems. I worked for private child care centers. I worked for centers. Then when I had my own children, I opened my own home daycare again until they were old enough. And then after that, I did veer off for a little bit just to give myself a break. And I was in the wedding industry. So a very special event. We were doing huge events out here in Sacramento. So I've done a lot of weddings here in Sacramento. So, and then after that, I kind of hurt my back. And I'm like, okay, let me stop. So I ended up going back to work. And I worked for a center as their director, got them up to capacity. Next thing I know, they shut the center down. So that point, I'm like, what do I do? Do I go to work? But I'm like, I think God, he puts things in motions or in order for you. So at that point, my analyst at that time helped me open my home daycare again in my home. And then I did that temporarily. And I happened to go to Destiny Church on Earhart. That was formerly Destiny Church. Happened to see Pastor Marcel outside, and I'm like, are you guys willing to rent these rooms to me so I can open a child care center? And from there, that's where it all started, So
Yes.
It was a lot of work, but I did it. So, and I'm grateful for everyone that helped me, my family, my children. A lot of you guys see Marlett. She helps me, my right-hand daughter. So we ended up doing that. And then we were there. Then we had another thing that we might have to move from there. So I had Mega Family Expo actually at that church in the gym.
Oh, wow. Yes.
One time.
Yes.
And it was great. We pulled so many clients from there. And then all of a sudden we were told we might have to move from there. So at that Mega Family Expo, I met Pastor Simmons, Les Simmons.
Okay. Yes.
I believe his daughter was a vendor, and I happened to meet him just as an acquaintance. So then later on, when I got that news we might have to move, I reached out to him at South Sacramento Christian Church.
Okay.
And I'm like, hey, if I have to move, do you guys have space so I can do a daycare over there?
Yeah.
They say yes.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how I got the second location over there at South Sacramento Christian Church, which we love. Huge facility there. So thank you. I'm grateful to them. And then from there, COVID hit.
Yes. Everyone was affected by COVID.
Yes. So Earhart, I had to shut down. So it was just the best decision to have us all together. And Pastor Les gave us extra rooms. I was able to close down that facility, and we combined into one facility. Which was great, just to be together, be safe, and we just didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
And then from that point, it was scary too, because I didn't know if they would tell me if I would have to leave from there.
Yes. Yes.
So at that moment, during COVID, I went shopping and I found a building to purchase. So
Yes, that's what I was gonna say too. I know all that people having control over you moving here and there. I knew what the next step was.
Yeah, so I just did that just to have security, because I knew this is my forever. This is also my daughter's legacy.
Your
She's
vision. Yeah.
She's going to school to become a child psychologist, so she's there to help me. Marlett, shouts out to Marlett.
Yeah, shots out. Marlett.
But so I did buy a space, which is right up the street from you.
Okay.
On Florin Road.
That's the new.
So that's
Kiddie.
not the new one.
That's not the new one. Okay.
So I bought that space during COVID, and it just took forever, not really being educated on permits and getting all that stuff, and just having
Yes.
the wrong architect, so it took us forever. So I ended up buying another facility on 2900, which we are currently open. We've been open there for 2 months, and that also took a little
I
time
did not
as
know
well.
that. I gotta drive
Yes.
up on y'all.
So that's, I consider that Kiddie Club number 2, because we're
Okay.
still at Pastor Lester South Sacramento Christian Church for Kiddie 1. So while waiting for all this to occur, I got the opportunity to apply for a grant. And then I did receive that grant. So we
Hey.
start construction on flooring
What?
pretty soon. So
At the same location?
No, this is the one up the street from you off of Florin Road. It's
Okay.
the old adult daycare home. right
I
by
remember
AutoZone.
that you were saying that
Yes.
you bought that. So that's
Yes.
not the one that's open right now.
Not yet. So that
Okay,
will be open
okay.
hopefully by next year. That's
Hey,
what we're
y'all.
praying for, our goal. And then eventually that will be Kiddie 1. And then Kiddie 2 is where we're currently open on 2900. So, but
Okay.
yeah, so I'm grateful, and we love the children. So like I said, 1 will be our regular 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then 2900 will eventually be 24-hour childcare center.
Okay, so that's what I was going to ask too. Another question was, how is the center different from your other locations?
So, well, 1 is different because it's my own.
Yes, yes,
And the
yes.
fact that, I was able to customize and create everything in that facility. So, of course, we
Ooh-wee.
have sinks in every classroom. We have bathrooms, no carpet, wooden floor. I mean, we have a kitchen. So, we provide healthy meals to the children, our own playground,
Yes.
surveillance,
Yes.
a gate, all those
Okay,
things to make sure I
yes.
protect the property. So, and it's in a different area. So, like I said, right off of Franklin, it's kind of in the Hispanic area over there, which, we love. I mean, we take all demographics, it doesn't matter, but it's such a wonderful facility. And I love going there when I'm dropping off supplies every day, because I'm like, this is my space.
Yes, yes. You like, this is
I
mine.
love it.
I'm
Yes.
going to feel that one day.
Yes,
That's
yes.
what I'm aiming for, too. Still. Get your building.
Yes.
So what sets the Kiddie Club apart from other childcare providers?
Well, we still offer kind of the same services, but what's good about me now having my own building is where my new nonprofit also comes into play, which is Kiddie Kids Clubhouse. So now on the weekends, I have my space, and in the evenings, I'm going to be providing free services for the youth and children in my own facility. So
okay, yes.
first thing
You
we're
can
going to
do much
start
more
with,
when you have
yes,
your own.
is yes, we can. Free tutoring services, because during COVID, a lot of our children, we found out they couldn't really read or write. So
Oh, yeah.
that's so important to me. Education is so important to me. So this is why I push my children all the time. But we want to also do that for current children. And then we want to open it up to children that are not enrolled in my child care center. So they can fill out the form at kiddiekidsclubhouse.org or .com to get on our wait list for our services. So we're going to be doing etiquette classes, cooking classes,
yes.
Financial literacy, and
Oh,
how to
yeah.
start a business. So
Yes,
um,
yes. We need to talk. I got a program coming up with the crop organization, and we pulling the kids in
That's
and trying to
good.
pull the kids in. The podcast is going to be based around the kids.
That's perfect.
Yes.
And that's
So,
great. And that's something
yeah,
else we
we
can
need to link up.
invite you to come in and definitely do so.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy, just a success story, because I always tell my daycare children when they grow up, because they always ask me, Miss Marlett, how'd you do this? Is this all yours? They have these
Oh, yeah, I get
questions.
that.
Especially as an African American, sometimes you don't see that a lot with the little ones. They're
Yes,
like,
yes.
Is this yours? Is that
Yes,
your, is this?
yes.
And I'm like, yes, you can do it.
Got the kids looking at you
Can
like,
I come
is
to your
this
house?
yours?
Yeah. So a success story is one student that I had when I first opened over there at South Sacramento Christian Church.
Uh-huh.
He is now one of my employees.
Oh, wow.
And he just graduated from
Shout
high
out.
school. So congratulations, Marquavion.
Okay, shout out, Marquavion. Yes. Go
Yes,
ahead
and he
do
works
it.
in our school age
Okay.
classroom, working with the kids, working with our busy boys, and all of that.
Yes,
So
yes.
I love it. I'm so proud of him.
Yes.
And
That's
I'm going to
awesome.
be there to help and make sure I mentor him so he can also be successful. So,
Girl, you done mentored him
Yes.
without even knowing.
And
You
he's
thought you was just a child care provider
Right.
for him, but you
Yes.
was a mentor at the same
Yes.
time. And for a lot of them that's looking up at you, like you said, our young black kids too.
Yes.
You know, they're
Yes.
looking up like, I can do it.
Yes.
That's how I felt when I opened my business, even not with just the kids. It was like the community looked at me like, if she can do it,
That's it.
I can do it. That's
Yes.
why I say I'm Nikki the influencer.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I like to influence people, even if it's just me doing it and you saying, oh, well, dang, if it's that easy, she doing it, it got to be. Yes.
Yes.
Because all the names on the boards around town ain't nothing but a human being.
There you go right there.
You know what I mean? And we
Yes.
all humans.
That's
You
it.
know, so you can do it. Wish it, dream it, do it.
That's right.
Follow your goals. Have a vision. That's going to be
Right.
the first topic of crop is having a vision. If we give these kids, let these kids know, because sometimes we didn't know we needed a vision. We didn't know
Right.
what our vision was.
Yes.
So how do we know to even go down a path if we didn't have a vision?
Right.
So the kids today need to learn the vision, and that's what you gave that young man. That's why
That's right.
he's in your place today.
And I love it. So, and another thing too, when you say the vision, just stepping beyond the vision, you got to stick with it.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you fail. You know, when I did my first hair and fashion battle, people were like, oh, it's going to be this, it's going to be that, it's going to be this. And it was a success.
Yes.
So it didn't matter if it was going to be good or not. I was still going to do it, you know, no matter.
Because no matter what, it was a success.
That's
and
right.
who was there was meant to be there.
Yes.
And you got out what you wanted to do out of your heart. So
Right.
anything you do from the heart, let
Yes.
me tell you, there's no failure in that.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's no
Right.
failure. It don't matter if 10 people show up.
That's it. You did it. That's just it.
You did it. You know what I mean? You did it. Yes, indeed. So the Kiddie Club House new nonprofit.
Yes.
What is the mission of the new nonprofit with the Kiddie Clubhouse? What is the mission?
Basically mentorship, you know, so and guidance and entrepreneurship, you know, these
Yes.
are the goals to instill what I've learned, and I've learned the hard way and through trial and error, to go ahead and try to instill in these young children or young youth today that doesn't have, you know, a lot of youth don't have patience. And that's one thing, no matter what you do in life, if you're going to school, you're going to work, you want to start a business, even, you know, these little kids that are on social media or whatever, you still have to have patience to build that video. You have patience to put all these things together, patience to put a business plan together. It's not going to happen overnight. And that's what people think. It's just a quick thing.
Yeah,
You know, so
yeah.
yes, we're working on this paragraph, this reading section. You might not get it today. You might not get it next month, but don't worry, you will get it. So
will
during
get
COVID too, with a lot of our children, they were, like I said, unable to read or write. And then by the time before school started back, they were straight A students.
Oh, wow.
You know, so a lot of
Yes.
them didn't know how to use a computer. You know, I
Okay.
mean, we were all challenged. We're like, oh my God. You know, my staff became teachers, and shout out to Kiddie Club daycare staff.
Yes,
You
shout
know,
out
and my
Kiddie
long
Club.
haul staff that's been with me no matter what. You know, we deal with challenges and all that, but they still stick with us. And some of them will also be working with Kiddie Kids Club.
Okay,
you know,
okay,
so,
yes.
But yeah, our mission is success. You know, no matter what we do and try to instill in these youth. You know, the whole goal is success. That's the end game.
Yes,
So,
yes. So your mission, you kind of summed it up with that, but I'll ask it again. What is your goals for Kiddie Clubhouse and its first year?
Yes. So our goal is to get this nonprofit out here known. And this is why we do Mega Family Expo as well. We'll talk about it there, and just so people can know, because that's a lot of thing about a lot of nonprofits. A lot of people don't know their services out there.
Yeah, so if you're a nonprofit and need a platform, come on, Made for a Boss TV.
Yes,
because
that's
that's why
it.
she's here today, too, to get known.
And that advertising special. So I'm definitely going to advertise Kiddie Club Daycare and Kiddie Kids Clubhouse with your special.
Oh,
so
thank
for
you.
sure. So it doesn't matter what it is. Even if you think it's a small vendor where it might not have a reach, don't ever think that, because
Yes.
someone might from me. I might share this and they pull that video and, it might have, 100, 1,000 views or whatever, because when I'm done here, I'm going to share it. So it's all about getting out there, doing that communication, hitting the streets, talking. I talk to everybody where I go, like, hey, here's this program, here's this, here's this. And of course, I'm going to try to link up with other nonprofits out here too, because there's some amazing ones out here. But our goal is to make sure we get it out in the community so people know that I'm going to be offering these free services for their youth.
Okay. So how can the community support you or donate to the nonprofit?
We'll go to kiddiekidsclubhouse.com or .org. And then, of course, people supporting Mega Family Expo, that was another way to donate. So we appreciate UC Davis. They did provide me with a sponsorship, and that money's going to go back into helping Kiddie Club Daycare and Kiddie Kids Clubhouse as well. But yes, it's open. I'm not one to really ask for it. With this nonprofit, I see you have to try to do that to get these fees, get things taken care of. So that's something I'm definitely learning. So I did do quite a bit for Expo, and I was able to obtain it. So, and once my daughter is done with school, she's the writer. Oh, it's a wrap.
Oh man, yeah.
And her coming on as a psychologist with the mental health, because that's another.
Oh, that's a big, that's the big focus right
really
there.
Want to work on.
Yeah, and then catching them early at that age where their brains can absorb.
Yes.
Like a sponge.
Yes.
Catching them at a young age, but you can catch them at any age, but it's
the earlier
really,
the better. We see it already at the daycare, so, and we're trying. And then also get parents to understand it's not, just because we're mentioning something, it's not negative,
Yes.
It's, we have to, this is your child. You got to have accountability for your child as well. So,
yeah.
And we do our best to assist.
Yep. That's definitely, and that's our goal too, is each one, reach one, and teach one.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So, so tell us again about the Mega Family Expo, how people can get involved, where it's located at, and I'll put the flyer up.
So Mega Family Expo, June 28th, 2025 at the SES Hall in Elk Grove, California. And it's from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. It is free entry, free arts and activities and crafts. Of course, we have vendors there, so bring some cash to shop. We have, of course, food and beverages there from some amazing vendors. It's resources. It's just family fun. So, and of course, our casting is this Saturday. MegaFamilyExpo.com. Click on casting. All the information regarding our event is on the website. So if you have questions, you can call our 1-800 number. But again, this is our 6th annual. Every year it gets bigger. So like I said, we haven't done this since COVID. So I'm praying, everyone comes out and supports this event. Come get your resources. Come have your fun. And just come have a good time. So we gonna do boots on the ground. We have someone coming in
boots
teaching
on the
us.
ground. I should have had that in the button when you said that. That's the ongoing song right now. Y'all got y'all fans? Come on over to Nikki's and get your fan. I got them for only $1. I got the one for $2. Come do boots on the ground at the Mega Family Expo, June 28th.
June 28th.
2025 from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And guess what? Don't have to go look for no tickets, y'all. No. It's free. Okay? You don't have to worry about parking. It's free. You might have to worry about parking if you be late, because all the free parkings might be took up. The whole neighborhood might be swamped.
There's a field right
just
next
park
door.
right over
We
there.
have plenty.
Yeah, it's gonna be plenty, y'all. Y'all come on and come on out. So with that being said, we also want you to give us the information again about your locations of your kiddie club, and some inspiring words.
Yeah, so we do have open enrollment. So Kiddie Club number 1 they're both in the South area. So we have Kiddie Club number 1 at South Sacramento Christian Church, and then we have Kiddie Club number 2, which is off of Franklin Boulevard. Kiddie Club number 3 will be opening hopefully soon next year, and it's right over here on Florin Road. And that's going to be a huge facility. We should be able to have about 159 children at that location once we open.
Man.
And it's on an acre, so that's where I plan on having my events.
Yeah,
Eventually.
see? Oh, that just sounds like the mission.
Yeah,
You know,
so I'm
following
so
your
excited
vision.
about that. So we work with challenged children. You know, I appreciate my staff. We are skilled, and we try to work with your children before, you know, a lot of centers terminate. You know, we try to work with them if we can, and I do provide resources for your children. So, yeah, check us out. KiddieClubDaycare.com is the website for the daycare, and of course, our nonprofit is Kiddie Kids Clubhouse. .com or .org. Check us out.
Check them out, y'all. You heard it first on Made for a Boss TV, inside of the Boss Work Media Studio. It's your girl, Nikki. Won't you go ahead and like, subscribe, share to my YouTube channel. Make sure you follow so you can see it come up in your phone when we go live and things like that. So you guys make sure you catch the Mega Family Expo and support. Let me put that flyer back up. There you go. Mega Family Expo.
3.
All right. Support.
The teammates.
You need some daycare. 3 locations.
Partner gonna be mad.
Check out the Kiddie Club. You can also support the nonprofit. Some of our sponsors. We got Sense and Stones. Sense and Stones. You can find her on Facebook under Sense and Stones. And you also can find some of her oils and beads inside of Nikki's. Come on over and support the Nubian family. They are right next door with all your herbs, all your nutrition. Support them and support the rest of the vendors here at the Florence Square Center, 2251 Florin Road. I'm in Suite 109 right next door to Boost Mobile. Give a shout out to Mac Block. Y'all seen him at work. He been working with his new machine. You know, he's the one telling that the devil is a lie because they tried to burn his whole building down, and now he's coming back 10 times stronger. That's what happens when one door closes, another one opens, and it's going to be a bigger door.
About.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
yes. And then we want to, what is this, CPR? You need CPR training, reach out to Teach BLS for your CPR training. And then we're going to close it out. Thanks for watching.
Boss Work Entertainment. Let's get it. Made for a boss, made for a boss, made for a boss, yes, made for a boss, made for a boss, made for a boss, made for a boss, made for a boss. What you really gonna do? Waste your